It's not that I'm taking advantage of her. If anything, she's giving me something that I've never had. So I have to nurture and protect her. And she's been able to protect me and nurture me as well.
I'm gonna put my baby to sleep. I don't know about y'all. I don't know what brings you guys joy, but it really brings me joy to serve. I love being a servant. I love to serve. It just brings me joy. I love it. I love serving. I love it. I love it. I don't give a damn. I'll be up at 6 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, cooking breakfast, serving. I just love that. I love it.
I am satisfied in serving. I'm a servant. It's not my responsibility, but
It's your joy.
It is my joy. You know, I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Like every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep. He's spoiled. And you know, when I talk to my girlfriends about it, I was like, oh, how you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled rotten. Like, he's rotten. But I love that. Like, I want him to be that. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man. That's it. I do my duty joyfully, regardless of what is happening to and for me.
I know I'm gonna offend some people, but trust me, this is coming out of love. This message is for all the pick-me's. Pick-me's are women who try to do everything right just so a man can choose me. Yeah, cut out. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you. Men already know what they want in a woman and who they want. But if you're so nurturing and you're an asset, and it's not you, they'll never tell you to stop doing what you're doing because it's beneficial. And I don't want to hear none of that shit like, oh, I'm just a nice person. I'm genuinely like that. Well, bitch, you gonna genuinely get played. No, it's just that I'm just naturally like that. Like the shit I do for him is natural. And your natural ass is gonna get played. If you are making a man's life easier, i.e. cooking, cleaning, providing whenever he wants, and he's giving you the minimum, he's never going to do more. And he's never gonna tell you to stop because it's beneficial to him.
With Jazz has not been the only person that I've had sex with.
A lot of y'all have been wondering how Jasmin Brown could settle for being the third baby mama to an unrepentant man-child like Cam Newton. Well, we finally have an answer, because Jasmin just revealed why she's so comfortable with Cam stepping out on her, even though she just gave birth to his 6th biological child and is playing stepmom to his other 7 children, including 2 bonus ones from a previous relationship. And I can tell you right now that you are either going to think that this is sad or just plain embarrassing. Getting pregnant by Cam Newton is definitely a choice. And yes, a lot of women are still going to choose to let him knock them up for a quick check. But the thing is, no one expected Jasmin Brown to be one of these women. Right now, she's definitely singing a different tune. But let me remind you that it was not too long ago that she was the same person saying, Miss Girl, get your bag and stop being a pick-me. But once Cam laid it on thick and he put that $1 million pressure on her, you know she got those Cartier bracelets, the Hermes bags, and the expensive dinner dates. Jasmin folded like dirty laundry.
So if y'all don't know, I'm the 3rd one, and this is his 6th child. Someone said, ooh. Right, couldn't have been me. All right, till the rich put that pressure on you. I could never be with nobody. Okay, until $100 million put the pressure on you, you don't know what the you'll be. Talking about what you'll never be. You ain't never had. Oh, you better than me. I am. What the hell? And it's so funny because he was clapping back at a couple of people. He was clapping back at a couple of people in the comments too, which was great. I was like, yeah, man, get him. Can't nobody read your font, but.
And she started talking about how she loves to nurture and serve her family and love Cam out of his toxicity. And Jasmin is pulling out all the stops to make sure that if and when Cam decides to start looking for his live-in critical care nurse, she is first in line. But even with all of that nurturing, Cam Newton is still a player from the Himalayas. He's still the Don Juan of the block. He is bending and breaking backs, including his own, and stays embarrassing Jasmin.
As long as I've been with Jazz has not been the only person that I've had sex with. Jazz allows me to speak to her and we are able to have banter. And I hate that I embarrassed her because no woman ever wants to admit that openly.
But what? I'm sorry, I want to make
sure.
That
their person has not always been with them. Only. What has allowed us to begin to get closer in a relationship is that I don't feel that she judges my action. She holds me accountable to my action. And she asks me certain things that, yo, how can I do certain things to better so that this won't be a normalcy for you moving forward? I've never had nobody to really understand how I think. So there's been times where, okay, cool, we're keeping it a buck. Me and Jazz locked in where it's like, yo, are you okay? No, babe, I'm feeling weak. Okay, what does that mean? Now, folks gonna sit up here and say, oh, she's stupid for doing that. She's giving me something that this is my friend, this is my confidant, this is my person that I go to for recharge. This is my place of refuge. I'm going to her and I don't have to hide nothing from her. And when I see the longevity of our relationship, I know that it's working. It's not that I'm taking advantage of her. If anything, she's giving me something that I've never had.
What was it that doctor said about Cam Newton again? Oh yeah, low functioning behavior. And this is exactly what she means right here.
I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
By how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now,
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I
of
just want
saying
God
about
to
your
bring
wife?
him. I just want God to bring him.
Oh, okay. And you have, so you just
Because
bring him,
my
okay.
point is this. My desire to get married.
But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you thus far. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all, will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm gonna go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. So at what point do you feel the fear, do it anyways? And yeah, that is a...
I mean, not even The Walking Dead should have dragged that information out of him. And as much as he was trying to be truthful and not disrespectful to Jasmine, that's exactly what he did. So after listening to what Cam had to say, people were coming up with all types of think pieces, and folks were basically clowning her while waiting to see how she responded to this. Quote, I would rather paint the tallest building in the world with a Q-tip before I looked like Jasmine Brown, end quote. Quote, Jasmin Brown gotta be one of the most modest, dumb 304s I've ever seen, end quote. Everybody and their mama had to give their 2 cents on this situation, and the number of people going to quote unquote check on Jasmine was so overwhelming that she had to come out and say something. Quote, child, here come the just checking on you DMs. I am fine, trust me. I know who and what my ninja is. Ain't no secrets or surprises. He can talk to me about anything, end quote. Then she posted again saying, quote, why not just be single if you're gonna cheat? I feel you. However, men just be wanting to F. Once they do that, they're back to temporarily thinking straight. It's real ghetto out here. I get it. I don't blame y'all for wanting to be single. But if you spend enough time talking to men about this topic, you'll see that it's not as shocking as it may seem, end quote. It's true that men who have money and resources have options, and some of them, not all, do check out those options. And someone like Cam Newton has shown over and over and over again that he ain't about that tied down life, and he's still interested in spreading his seed all over the place, seemingly to anyone willing to grow it. And no matter what we have to say about the situation, it looks like that bag or that D that Jazz is getting from Cam is more than enough to keep her taking his BS and staying in this relationship. She knew that Cam has never been faithful to any woman, and she always talked about being under submission and loving a man back to health even when it drains her. But the context of submitting has to make sense. Jasmine is a beautiful woman, and if she accidentally slips to another man, Cam ain't gonna take it, and he'll definitely kick her to the curb. Remember that he sued his ex, Kia Proctor, the same woman who gave him 4 kids, to return the Bentley that he gave her during their relationship when she decided to move on after he had a child with someone else. Cam is petty like that, and when Jazzy decides to leave, but I don't see that happening, he's going to have to take back everything she enjoyed. And baby, if she likes it, it's her life. And after what she said, people are exiting the Jasmine and Cam group chat expeditiously. Quote, Jasmin Brown's response to Cam Newton embarrassing her once again for thousands to see is beyond sad. So many women settle, accept cheating and mistreatment, all to say they got a man, especially one with money. I hate to see it for real, end quote. And another, quote, all I understood from Jasmin Brown was that she was boldly admitting to how there is actually no power in her pee. Y'all can't be mad at that, end quote. And another, quote, I don't even think Jasmin Brown's stupid. She's just willing to do anything to be around that man's money and fame, end quote.
It's honestly sad to see Jasmin Brown become the woman she used to make fun of. Because I remember her making fun of pick-me women. Talking about, they do everything right just so men could choose them. Talking about, if you're so nurturing and you're an asset, guys will never tell you to stop doing that, even though they know it's not you. But now, look at her at Cam. Because when I saw her sit on that podcast and say how she knows when Cam needs whatever he needs, she scratches his back every night, she packs his bag, I'm sitting here like, this can't be the same woman who used to crack those jokes. And now Cam has done another of his antics and let the world know that he has not been faithful to old girl. And old girl gets on Instagram to tell us, child, I already knew. He talks to me about everything. The bar is in hell. Nah, it's really crazy to see in real time how, because I'm pretty sure she probably still has these videos up on her page. She needs to go delete them because maybe that can't be the same person. If you need help, blink twice.
Child. Only time will tell if Jasmin is really trying to move on. But I want to know your thoughts on this mess. So leave a comment below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.